Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Well, if you like rare cars, cars that you may say there's nothing rare about this, but there actually is quite rare. Let's get to that point. Let's see what we got for you right now. What I have for you right now, it's a 143 scale Saab 93 Turbo, but this is the NEVS edition. NEVS. And if you're familiar with that company, you may know a little bit more about it. That this is a company that took over Saab at the beginning when they went bankrupt and they were no longer around. I think NEVS bought what NEVS. What it actually is National Electric Vehicle Sweden. So basically, it's like they were trying to revive Saab, but in a different way, more as an electric car, and they were trying to use the same. It's the same, but not altogether the same. It has a bit, Look at those wheels. Have you ever seen those wheels in a Saab? Never, ever, unless they were custom by someone aftermarket. And the rear end I feel is a bit different in this model than in the regular back in the days Saab 93. Now, for one reason or another, it's quite long and quite complicated to explain. They built them, but not too many of them. I think they were on sale, but it was literally only like in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And it was only for a very short period of time. They tried it for a while, they stopped. I think they tried like in 2013, 2014, and then they stopped, and then they came up over again in 2020, no, 2019 until 2012. I'm sorry, 2019 till 2023. But basically, the company started like in 2012 when Saab was no longer around, and now they're another dead company since last year, 2023. But unfortunately, it's a quite a long and complicated story. They didn't fully have the funds or the support. There was a third party that was supporting them, and then they stopped supporting them as they were at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. You can always please let me know in the comments below if you got more information. But it never fully succeeded like a normal production car. My first question I always wanted to ask, if I ever have the opportunity to ask them, why did they use this model as the one they wanted to make? Why didn't they use the very latest Saab 95, which was the very last model that Saab came out with? I mean, the Saab sold under their name brand. And it looked a lot more modern than this Saab 93, the last generation Saab 95. I would have loved to know. Maybe it was a cheaper way to start with this model and the other one, because the other one was only on sale for like a year or two. I think 1 year or 2 years by max, because they came out almost at the end of Saab's lifespan. But that will be my first question. And if they fully achieved, I would love to know if they ever fully achieved what they wanted. And it was the only sole reason they're no longer around. It was because of the funds and because of the companies moving. The father, the one that was sponsoring all the, I guess, all the investments. I think it was like a Chinese company, and then they started investing somewhere else. It's I tried reading it. It was quite complicated because they had a lot of ups and downs. So it was just one of those companies that unfortunately people try bringing Sweden, try bringing Saab back to life, I think it was actually one of those brands that they really tried. I think Saab and Datsun, when Nissan brought back Datsun for a while, and they sold in a few countries, but then they're no, I think they're dead again. Uh, few brands out there that it's hard for us to like fully assimilate. They're no longer around. Hummer is another one. Now GMC is bringing Hummer, but not as a own brand. More, it was just like a model. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's when it's time, and they already had their moment. It's it's time to let them have their peace. All right, guys. I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So, what do you guys think about this car? That's this is one of those cars that I really would love to know. What you guys feel should happen? Do you think they should have tried a little more to keep it up? Try to look for the fun since they already started. Why not end it? I'm really, I don't know. I'm in the fence because I really like. I always, I mean, you probably know already this, but I really liked. How you call it? I always liked Saab. Saab. I think the Swedish brands Saab and Volvo were always top notch for me. But again, they already been out of business for over a decade as of right now, to my eyes. Because this model, it was probably sold very little, so we barely know anything about it. Like I don't, and I think I know myself a bit, but again, I don't know much about this one. Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever seen one of them? Maybe you got lucky and you have seen one of them that I haven't. Let me know, and yeah, don't forget to comment below where you guys are from, what models you guys collect, what brands, or if you like resin and diecast, or you just like one of them. Yeah, I would love to know more about your options. And don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always appreciate. And don't forget also to subscribe. And when you subscribe, click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. All right, everyone. Take care of yourselves more than ever, as I always say, and goodbye.